guys, Assalamu alaikum. In this video you're gonna see a recipe from an Arabic cuisine, that is mandi rice, but tried on with quills. So let's call it as quill mandi or kada mandi. This recipe is very simple and easy to follow. The taste is equally delicious. So let's check out how it's made. For mandi rice recipe, we need 5 cups of basmati rice. Here I'm sharing the quantity for 1 kilo. So rinse the rice well and soak it in clean water for 30 minutes. We need to prepare a mandi spice mix or mandi masala for this recipe. For that, take 2 teaspoons of coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon of jeera, 1 teaspoon of peppercorns and quarter teaspoon of fennel seeds, and 2 sticks of cinnamon, that is half inch in size, and 5 to 6 cardamom pods, a small piece of nutmeg. Now add the spices into a blender and blend it into a fine powder. Now your mandi masala is ready. Here for this recipe I have used 6 quills, which is cleaned and washed thoroughly with a dash of turmeric powder to it. So let's start marinating our quills. Into an white plate or bowl, add 1.5 teaspoon of ground mandi masala, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder, salt as per required, 1 teaspoon of saffron water, 2 teaspoons of lime juice, and 2 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, 1 tablespoon of oil. Now give this a good mix and make this into a fine paste. Now gently marinate the quills thoroughly. Apply the masala into the gashes also so that it absorbs the spiciness. Do the rest the same way. Now all our quills are marinated. Rest this for just 15 minutes, then let's start our cooking. Firstly, we need to prepare a stock for this recipe. So that I have taken 3 cups of water in a wide vessel. If you have a steamer, you can use that. That is well and good. On top of the vessel, place a colander. Now gently place all your marinated quills on it so that it gets steamed well. By following this method, you will get the stock as well as your meat retains the flavor of spices in it and tastes better when it's fried. You can follow the same procedure for chicken mandi also. Now cook this on medium heat for 10 minutes by closing the lid on it. After 10 minutes, check onto your steamer. Now your quills have steamed well. Gently remove the quills from the steamer with the help of a forceps onto a plate. Be gentle while removing, as the quills would have turned soft after steaming. There is a chance for it to break. Now this is what it looks like after steaming. You have got your stock, so keep it aside until use. Now let's start preparing our mandi rice. Heat a biryani pot and add 3 tablespoons of normal vegetable oil to it. Or if you have olive oil, you can replace the vegetable oil. Once the oil is heated, add 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, 1 teaspoon of peppercorns to it and let this flutter. Then add finely chopped 2 medium-sized onion to it and saute this until the onion turns soft. Once the onion turns soft, add 3 Maggi chicken cubes to it, which is available in all the supermarket nowadays. Cook this in the oil for 1 minute. By adding this, as it gives a nice flavor and aroma to the rice. Once the chicken cube has been melted, add a tomato puree. This is approximately of 2 ripe tomatoes. Now saute this in oil until the raw smell of it goes. Once the puree is cooked, add 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste to it. Don't forget to add this, as my clipping is missing from this video, so don't forget to add. Then add the remaining mandi spice mix and saute in the oil well. When all the masala is cooked well, let's add water. Here I have used 3 cups of stock water and 6 cups of normal water. For 5 cups of rice, we need 9 cups of water. Then add required amount of salt, 3 green chilies, 2 dry lemon. This is must in all the Arabic cuisine recipes. If you don't have dry lemon, don't worry, you can add a teaspoon of lemon zest. Boil this. Once it starts boiling, give a good mix. Then add the drained and soaked basmati rice into the boiling water gently. Give a mix, check for seasoning if required, add according to your taste. Close the lid and cook on medium heat. Meanwhile, let's start frying our quills for our mandi. For that, in a fry pan, add 3 tablespoons of oil, and once the oil is hot, place your quills gently and start frying it. Meanwhile, don't forget to keep an eye on the rice too. Flip and fry the quills until it turns crisp and golden in color. Meanwhile, the water has been drained out. At this stage, add saffron water for the color and flavor. Then close the lid and cook on low flame until the rice gets cooked thoroughly. This is how it looks after fried. Remove it from the pan and fry the rest the same way. After 15 minutes, open the lid. Your rice has been cooked perfect. So switch off the flame and now place your fried quills one by one over the rice gently. Place a katori or small bowl in the middle. Add a heated charcoal into the bowl. Then add a teaspoon of oil to let the smoke. Now close your lid. This is done just to get a smoky flavor for our mandi rice. Now let's prepare a simple mandi tomato chutney. For that, add 2 ripe chopped tomatoes into a blender or a chopper. Here I'm using a chopper. Then add 2 green chilies, 3 garlic cloves and 2 teaspoons of coriander leaves and chop well or blend it into a coarse paste. Now your tomato chutney is ready. Add this into a bowl. Add required amount of salt to it. Then add a pinch of jeera powder and mix well. Now your tomato chutney is ready. So let's plate them. I have served my quill mandi with some mandi tomato chutney and mayonnaise. And this recipe was simply superb and it tasted so delicious. Give it a try and you will definitely love it. And yeah, if you like this video and this recipe, please give me a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Meet you in another video. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Stay healthy. Stay safe.